Welcome the students of B Civil for the subject Advanced Concrete Technology Unit number 5. Unit 5 includes properties of hardened FRC, that is fiber reinforced concrete, behavior under compression, tension and flexure of steel fibers, polymeric fibers, GFRC, that is glass fiber reinforced concrete, SFRC, that is steel fiber reinforced concrete, SIFCON, that is slurry inflated fiber concrete, SIMCON, that is slurry inflated matte concrete. It also includes development, constituent material, casting, quality control test and physical properties of steel fibers, polymeric fibers, GFRC, SFRC, SIFCON and SIMCON. So now we will see development, constituent materials, casting, quality control test and physical properties of SFRC, SIFCON and SIMCON. Now we will see the SFRC. Plain concrete possesses a very low tensile strength, limited ductility and little resistance to cracking. Internal micro cracks are inherently present in the concrete and its poor tensile strength is due to the propagation of such micro cracks, eventually leading to brittle fracture of the concrete. In the past, attempts have been made to impart improvement in tensile properties of concrete members by way of using conventional reinforced steel bars and also by applying restraining techniques. Although both these methods provide tensile strength to the concrete members, they however do not increase the inherent tensile strength of concrete itself. In plain concrete and similar brittle materials, structural cracks, that is micro cracks, develop even before loading, particularly due to drying shrinkage or other causes of volume change. The width of these initial cracks seldom exceeds a few microns, but their other two dimensions may be of higher magnitude. When loaded, the micro cracks propagate and open up, and owing to the effect of stress concentration, additional cracks form in places of minor defects. The structural cracks proceeded slowly or by tiny jumps because they are retarded by various obstacles, changes of direction in bypassing the more resistant grains in matrix. The development of such micro cracks is the main cause of inelastic deformations in concrete. It has been recognized that the addition of small, closely placed and uniformly dispersed fiber to concrete would act as crack arresters and would substantially improve its static properties and dynamic properties. This type of concrete is known as fiber reinforced concrete. Fiber reinforced concrete can be defined as a composite material consisting of mixtures of cement, mortar or concrete and discontinuous, discrete, uniformly dispersed suitable fibers. Continuous meshes, woven fabrics and long wires or rods are not considered to be discrete fibers. Fiber is a small piece of reinforcing material possessing certain characteristics properties. They can be circular or flat. The fiber is often described by a conventional parameter called aspect ratio. The aspect ratio of the fiber is the ratio of its length to its diameter. Typical aspect ratio ranges from 30 to 150. Steel fiber is one of the most commonly used fiber. Generally, round fibers are used. The diameter may vary from 0.25 mm to 0.75 mm. The steel fiber is likely to get rusted and lose some of its strength. But investigations have shown that the rusting of the fiber takes place only at the surface. Use of steel fiber makes sufficient improvement in flexural, impact and fatigue strength of the concrete. It has been extensively used in various types of structures, particularly for overlay of road, airfield pavement and bridge decks. Thin shells and plates have been have also been constructed using steel fibers. Fiber reinforced concrete is a composite material containing fibers in the cement matrix in an orderly manner or randomly distributed manner. Its property would obviously depend upon the efficient transfer of stress between matrix and the fibers, which is largely dependent on the type of the fiber, fiber geometry, fiber content, orientation and distribution of the fibers, mixing and compaction technique of the concrete, and size and shape of the aggregate. So we have seen the development, constituent material, casting, quality control test and physical properties of SFRC, that is steel fiber reinforced concrete. Now we will see development, constituent material, casting, quality control test and physical properties of SIFCON, that is slurry inflated concrete. Since 1983, the New Mexico Engineering Research Institute NMERI has been conducting research and development work with SIFCON, that is slurry inflated fiber concrete, for the Air Force Weapons Laboratory, that is AFWL. In the early projects, the SIFCON was fabricated in relatively small amounts using hand mixing and hand placing techniques. Slurry placement advanced from pouring the slurry from the concrete mixture into buckets and hence into the fiber bed to pumping the slurry from the grout mixture. There are two areas of interest in flexure member using SIFCON, that is slurry inflated concrete, that are designed with the strength methods. The first area concerns the generally large amount of reinforcing steel needed. Because of the great strength and toughness of the SIFCON, that is slurry inflated concrete, more steel is needed to take advantage of material's full potential. At this time, not much can be done to improve the situation because of the limits imposed by the reinforcing bar that are commercially available. However, consideration could be given to encouraging the development of deformed bars of higher yield stress. A second concern is the smaller depths needed for members using SIFCON, that is slurry inflated concrete. Although calculated strengths are within the defined limits, the member may not be stiff enough, resulting in deflections larger than acceptable. This condition may be resolved by using sections that are deeper and narrower than traditional reinforced concrete members proportions. There are 5 basic elements to consider when fabricating SIFCON, that is slurry inflated concrete. First is the formwork, second is the fiber placement, third is the slurry placement, fourth is the finishing, and fifth, most important, is the curing. The selection of the fiber type and slurry mix design are considered to be functions of the design process. The techniques and equipment for efficiently fabricating large SIFCON, that is slurry inflated concrete system, exists today. Some modifications of existing equipment to meet specific requirements may be needed, but no new basic equipment or procedures need to be developed. The decision for selecting equipment and technique for a particular application is based on the combination of many variables such as the characteristics of the fiber, fluidity and open time of the slurry, form geometry, etc. SIFCON, that is slurry inflated concrete, does not require crews of highly skilled workmen. Semi-skilled and unskilled laborers working under a trained supervisor can accomplish virtually all the tasks needed. However, as in all new construction process, some minimal training for the workforce is naturally recommended. At first glance, SIFCON, that is slurry inflated concrete, may appear to be too expensive to be used as a practical building material, but in certain applications, SIFCON, that is slurry inflated concrete, can be demonstrated to be more economical than the conventional materials. It is important to note that SIFCON, that is slurry inflated concrete material cost, should not be compared to a one-to-one basis with the material cost of conventional concretes, since it would appear that SIFCON, that is slurry inflated concrete, is prohibitively expensive. A total system or structure comparison needs to be considered. In applications where SIFCON, that is slurry inflated concrete, would be practical, often the size of the main structural elements can be significantly reduced or other subsystems modified, resulting in the entire system being less costly than those using conventional materials. The cost associated with construction techniques, maintenance, and structure life must also be included for a fair comparison. When such a combined comparison of the entire system is considered, the cost of SIFCON, that is slurry inflated concrete, is often found to be more economical than conventional concrete. So we have seen the development, constituent material, casting, quality control test and physical properties of SIFCON, that is slurry inflated concrete. Now we will see development, constituent material, casting, quality control test and physical properties of SIFCON, that is slurry inflated matte concrete. The investigations conducted in North Carolina University have demonstrated that a special type of continuous fiber matte called SIMCON, which stands for slurry inflated matte concrete, is well suited for the development of novel repair, retrofit and new construction solutions that lead to economical and improved structural performance. SIMCON, that is slurry inflated matte concrete, uses a manufactured continuous mat for interlocking discontinuous steel fibers placed in a form and then inflated with a flowable cement based slurry. The use of continuous mats, typically made with stainless steel to control corrosion in very thin members, permits development of high flexural strength and very high ductility with a reduced volume of fibers. The experimental results demonstrate that SIMCON, that is slurry inflated matte concrete, exhibits improved properties in tension, compression, flexure and shear even when comparatively low fiber volume fraction fiber mats are used. Furthermore, since fiber mats are pre-packed in the plant, distribution and orientation of fibers can be more accurately controlled than in the case with short discontinuous fiber. These characteristics allow for the manufacturing of a unique cement-based fiber composite that can have different yet easily controllable properties in the longitudinal and transverse direction. These material characteristics are desirable in repair, retrofit or structural elements such as column, which require a high increase in strength and toughness in the transverse direction while increasing only ductility but not strength in the longitudinal direction, that is moment carrying direction. The investigations also demonstrate that SIMCON, that is slurry inflated matte concrete, has considerable potential for both seismic repair or retrofit as well as the development of novel high performance composite structural system. In a retrofit situation, continuous SIMCON, that is slurry inflated matte concrete fiber mats delivered in large rolls can be easily installed by wrapping around the members to be rehabilitated. In a new construction of high performance composite frame, SIMCON, that is slurry inflated matte concrete, is well suited for manufacturing high strength, high ductility and thin stay in place formwork elements that eliminate the need for secondary and most of the primary reinforcement. Straight fibers can pull free of the matrix material if the fibers bond weakly with the surrounding matrix. On the other hand, if the fibers bond strongly with the matrix, they can snap under the high stresses generated by a crack in the matrix. The presence of a SIMCON, that is slurry inflated matte concrete layer, led to first both improved structural performance and durability of the member, and or second, optimization of the member dimensions, amount of reinforcement and the member weight. A two-dimensional layout of SIMCON, that is slurry inflated matte concrete, and its unique manufacturing properties related to its fiber matte configuration open up novel possibilities for a cost-effective and improved structural performance that were not previously possible using other FRC, that is fiber reinforced concrete, or any other conventional construction materials. Construction with SIMCON, that is slurry inflated mud concrete, was also found to be simpler than other reinforced concrete. Steel plates or different non-cement based composites were used. It is thus anticipated that when used in repair, retrofit or new construction, the proposed approach will be less labor and equipment intensive and more economical than conventional methods. Manufacturing of SIMCON, that is slurry inflated concrete, is based on the use of widely available construction equipment and building expertise, and can thus be relatively easily introduced into a field without major training and changes in existing construction practice. Hence, this novel type of FRC, that is fiber reinforced concrete, provides some unique new ways of developing durable and cost effective high performance infrastructural system essential for the economic well-being of the nation in the next century. So we have seen the development, constituent material, casting, quality control test and physical properties of SIMCON, that is slurry inflated concrete. Now we will see the YouTube links available on the YouTube, that is Ian, design of steel fiber reinforced concrete. Next is MOOC FRC, experimental comparing to assess the orientation factor of PFRC elements, and next is pouring aircrete panels for shade. So we have seen the development, constituent material, casting, quality control test and physical properties of SFRC, that is steel fiber reinforced concrete, SIFCON, that is slurry inflated fiber concrete, and SIMCON, that is slurry inflated matte concrete. So unit 5 includes properties of Herndon FRC, that is fiber reinforced concrete, behavior under compression, tension and flexure of steel fibers, polymeric fibers, GFRC, that is glass fiber reinforced concrete, SFRC, that is steel fiber reinforced concrete, SIFCON, that is slurry inflated fiber concrete, SIMCON, that is slurry inflated matte concrete. It also includes development, constituent material, casting, quality control test and physical properties of steel fibers, polymeric fibers, GFRC, SFRC, SIFCON and SIMCON. Thank you all students. Please give me your attendance if you have viewed the video as video topic _ division _ roll number _ self name.